take over. The Geordie boys are in town. We're going to Wembley!
Controlled emotion, says Eddie Howe, as the key, psychologically at least, to a victory for Newcastle United.
Nice possession, you don't have to rush. Tap the weak sides. Come on.
Time. Newcastle United's 17th appearance at Wembley. They've lost 5 domestic finals here since they won in '55. This time needs to be different. Liverpool kicked off. Newcastle shooting towards the goal to the left. defending the goal behind which stand the Toon Army. Liverpool with a very high line in the middle of their half. Pope walks back, Trippier with the free kick, Dan Burn on the move, that's who they're trying to get in. Also Joelinton, a Liverpool header away. Sandro Tonali's first touch, Bruno with a challenge, Tonali's got it again, lays it off to Joelinton, Share back to Trippier in the centre circle, and Newcastle a couple of passes as they try to settle into the final. Robertson with a volley clearance out on halfway. Kieran Trippier prepares to take the throw onto the thigh of Bruno, back to Trippier into Newcastle territory. Share takes a touch, clips it in behind Robertson, looking for Murphy, who gets the touch. Isak in the middle. Murphy's cross is defended by Liverpool, and then at the edge of the penalty area another Liverpool header, and it's brought away by Szoboszlai. Tonali holds him up near halfway, and it's played to the right to Quansah, and now Ryan Gravenberch, bit of time in midfield, and Liverpool through the lines up to Jota and Diaz, the Colombian, trying to go on the outside of Trippier, who makes the block and then wins a free kick in the corner. And Nick Pope with the free kick. Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 0. Alexander Isak tries to get there before Virgil van Dijk from the long ball up the pitch, headed away, then Tonali onto Isak, back down to Tonali and Murphy. Newcastle into the final third here, Tonali into the box, Harvey Barnes on the stretch! Couldn't quite get the right contact on the ball in from Murphy from 30 yards, and he steered it wide of the goal, but a first opening for Newcastle United still. Livramento to Isak, 35 yards out, back to Livramento. That's a good run, and it's ended by a foul by Alexis McAllister. John Brooks blows the whistle and awards Newcastle a free kick. Livramento skipping through challenges, he can do that very well. Murphy and Livramento hanging back, it's rolled to Barnes, then to the feet of Tonali, back to Barnes on the outside. Harvey Barnes is cross blocked at the near post, corner kick. Mate brings it down and looks to release Salah into the corner on the near side. Burn with him, Salah, goal kick. Burn leaning in, Salah not really in control of the ball. Pope takes it quickly, 0-0. Livramento on the outside away from Szoboszlai, and still going away from Gravenberch. Livramento being pulled, and the referee not going to miss that. Free kick on halfway, Newcastle United. The black and white scarves are out again. Some of the red Liverpool scarves in response are being flown around to our left as Trippier aims the ball to the far right hand side. Share, Fabian Share, trademark crossfield ball, but this time headed away by Liverpool, and Barnes has got it, links up with Isak. Here goes Harvey Barnes, plays in Isak wide of goal, left side of the penalty area. Barnes down in the middle of the box, Isak back to Tonali, who takes a touch, lines up the shot, Tonali just wide of Kelleher's left hand post, mid-height from Tonali, took it on away from his man just at the back of the D, couldn't test the goalkeeper. Big moment for Newcastle. Here's Trippier up the line towards Bruno, takes it away from McAllister, then Murphy on the chase into the corner, flag stays down. Murphy now delivers the cross towards Isak, and is turned over his own bar by Konate. Ball Jacob Murphy to Barnes on the left, Livramento on the outside, Barnes carrying it to the edge of the box. Where does he go here? He's got two to take on the outside, then the cross from Barnes, here's Isak blocked, and Trippier blocked. Referee and assistant say corner kick. Harvey Barnes lively in this opening 35 minutes at Wembley, picked out Isak, couldn't get in, and then Trippier on the follow-up wins a corner. But another moment for Newcastle United. Here's the corner from the right, floated to the back of the box, Dan Burn, Kelleher with the ball in his hands, helped on by Burn, looked like he took another touch towards goal, and Kevin Kelleher, and Newcastle have it with Bruno in the centre of midfield. 0-0, chipped out towards Livramento, Quansah's header, Salah back onto Quansah, chased by Joelinton. Jarrell Quansah for Liverpool, tackled by Joelinton. Brought away by Big Dan Burn, and the referee stopped it for a free kick. And Joelinton, clenched fists, punches the air and gets a huge response from 32,000 black and whites. Kieran Trippier, free kick on halfway. Headed on, edge of the area, brought down by Barnes. Barnes with a shot that's deflected wide. It wasn't really travelling towards goal. It didn't really have the opportunity to travel because the block from Kanate was as soon as Barnes hit it, but it diverted it well wide. They had plenty of set pieces. The latest one from Kieran Trippier on the left. Looking for Burn again. Dan Burn! Would you believe it? Big Dan Burn with the biggest goal he will ever score. And the black and white end of Wembley erupts. Dan Burn with an historic header scores Newcastle United's first goal at Wembley Stadium for a quarter of a century. And just 2 days after he was called up by England for the first time, the boy from Blythe scores in the League Cup final. And maybe this time will be different. Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 1. Dan Burn grew up playing his football, started in non-league, he scored in the Champions League, he scored in a cup final. Newcastle United kick off, shooting towards the black and white end of Wembley as they try to build on Burns' brilliant goal in the first half. No changes at the break for either team. Oh, now Liverpool. Jota played in by Van Dijk, the cut back, Joelinton there to challenge just as Luis Diaz was about to get his shot away. Huge piece of defending. Trippier from the far side, in front of the Newcastle fans, surrounded by black and white, driven towards Joelinton, back post, into the middle, saved, Isak scores, but the flag goes up. There's an offside flag up. Alexander Isak put it in after Kelleher saved, and Newcastle have one ruled out, but VAR will check. Isak says he was onside. John Brooks, the referee, says wait, we need to see this again, because Newcastle from the corner, Joelinton back in, an effort saved by Kelleher. Was there an offside in there? Oh, it's tight.
I tell you what,
it's tight.
That is tight.
Back to Trippier, they lost the ball, Newcastle. Diogo Jota,
Trippier
challenge. What a tackle. He's having the game of his life, Kieran Trippier, on the biggest stage. Livramento galloping forwards, Barnes on the outside. Livramento holds possession, gives it to Barnes, now back for Livramento's run, left-footed cross, hanging in the air. Murphy, Isak!
Oh, you beauty!
No doubt about this one.
Oh my!
Alexander Isak at Wembley. Isak has edged them closer to glory. Right-footed shot from inside the penalty box. This is turning into a dream afternoon under the Wembley arch for Newcastle United. And Alexander Isak, moments after a goal ruled out correctly for offside, has pounced. It's his first real involvement in the penalty area in the last 5 minutes. but a player like that is always ready. And Isak delivers yet again, and in the 53rd minute, it's Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 2. Trying to put Jones under pressure. He's done superbly well. Brilliant midfield play deep in the Liverpool half from Jones. Now trouble. Luis Diaz just outside the area. Szoboszlai left side of the box. Pulls it back. Liverpool. What a save, Nick Pope! What a save, Nick Pope! The shot was fired up towards the top of the net, and Nick Pope, with a strong right hand, pushes it over the top. Jones started the move. It's a massive moment from Pope. He had to be there. Throw taken to Joelinton, back to Fabian Schär. Now Kieran Trippier, forwards he goes. Cuts inside. Play on despite appeals for a foul. Bruno to Murphy, this could be interesting. Bruno flicked back through towards Murphy. Cut out by Van Dijk. And now McAllister blocked by Tonali. Isak, Tonali in the area, can't find Barnes, and away by Quansah. Newcastle trying to win it back here with Bruno. And he's got it back. Barnes wants it lifted in from Bruno's ball. Barnes, Isak, what a save! Kelleher. What a save from Kelleher at point blank range, had to react. Isak from Barnes' ball in. Newcastle almost had a third. Here's Schär, what a run! Fabian Schär just wide. '69th minute. They lead 2-0. Burned before half-time, Isak in the second half. Here's the free kick, headed on by Schär. Gravenberch with Burn at his back, and this header's come back to Fabian Schär. Now Harvey Barnes in the area. Harvey Barnes pulls it back.
Have a shot!
Mighty shoot! Barnes on his right, left side of the box, favourable position. Jacob Murphy's won it back. Will he shoot? Murphy just wide. Low down Murphy with his left, opened up his body. Alexander Isak's race is run. Callum Wilson is coming on at Wembley for Newcastle United, and that is their first change with 10 minutes to play. Wilson, who scored his first England goal on his international debut here 7 years ago against the United States, will be backing himself to score in the black and white and seal the deal. And Joe Willock is also being introduced. Isak, a hero with his goal. Had another one chalked off just before he made it 2-0. And Barnes is replaced by Willock. Maybe some regrets from Barnes because he should have taken on a shot when well placed, but he can be proud of his afternoon's work. Wilson up at centre forward, Willock on the left. Newcastle's first two changes. And Willock straight into the attack. Wilson wants it put into the centre. Willock in the corner, turns back to Joelinton. Return ball to Joelinton from Bruno. Joelinton! Well, worth a try, and tried to catch Kelleher out low down at his near post. Didn't miss the target by a lot. And the black and white scarves are out. And it's a beautiful sight. A minimum of 8 minutes. A minimum of 8 minutes. But maybe for once it will not prolong any agony. It will just delay celebrations. And Robertson driving it forwards. Header from Newcastle. Elliott, Tonali and Willock working hard to win it back. It's in the corner for Liverpool, far side of the pitch. Now Elliott hangs it up. Trippier and Kraft go for the ball. Shot from Gakpo, handball, Newcastle appeal, then they block the shot from Nunez and try to scramble it clear. Joelinton drives forwards up to halfway. cuts inside, passes it towards Bruno. Bruno with a turn, loses out to Elliott, and now Liverpool are in, and Liverpool score, but the flag goes up. The flag goes up on the far side from Nick Greenhalgh, the assistant. Liverpool denied. Chiesa in the 94th minute. Newcastle felt there was a handball in the build-up before they got it clear from the first phase of that attack. They'll just check the decision, but the on-pitch decision is offside, and he's onside. Liverpool fans cheer. They have one back. Liverpool 1, Newcastle United 2. Not great news. Chiesa, the scorer, the substitute, and now a different proposition the final few minutes. Bruno on his chest, now Tonali, Willock to the left, Tonali could run it, Tonali still running, play in Willock, Willock's got it, driving towards the corner on the far side.
Keep it there, keep it there.
8 minutes are up, it's now down to the referee. Corner kick, Newcastle United. The VAR check will extend this League Cup final. Liverpool throw, Kelleher on halfway. Newcastle United so close to glory. Van Dijk's header, Joelinton's header, Wilson's ball. It's Newcastle United's day. Finally, this is the one. Newcastle United win at Wembley. Eddie Howe's heroes celebrate. They have done it. Unbelievable. Dan Burn with the goal of every Geordie's dreams in the first half, and Alexander Isak in the second. The League Cup is coming to Tyneside, and the weight of 56 years and 70 domestically, well, wait no more, because the time is now. Newcastle United have won something, and this is what it feels like. Treasure, cherish these moments. We've not had them before. They have won at Wembley. Geordie dreams have come true. Newcastle United are League Cup winners. Black and white scarves are out again as the players celebrate together in a circle on the far side. Bruno Guimaraes, tears in his eyes, is going to be going up the steps and receiving the League Cup trophy. Oh my goodness. Their 17th trip to Wembley is a successful one.
It's really so difficult to put into words what all this means, to be quite honest. You know, there's 32,000 Newcastle supporters in here who dreamt of this day. You know, and you have to start somewhere. It was thoroughly deserved. They were absolutely magnificent to a man. They outworked, they outplayed, they outdid everything to Liverpool.
the likes of Cher, Joelinton, Murphy, who started at the club pre-takeover. And then some of the big names that have come in since. And two of the scorers, Big Dan Burn and Alexander Isak, in the new era at Newcastle United. Dan Burn has the medal, the winner's medal, placed around his neck. And there he is. Eddie Howe joins his players in a line, and very shortly Bruno Guimaraes will be presented with the League Cup trophy for 2025. He's going to share the duties with Kieran Trippier. Newcastle United. Wembley is a place for winners, and today it's Newcastle United. They've waited so long, but this changes everything. And it's black and whites who celebrate as Bruno kisses the trophy and then gives it to Big Dan Burn, who lifts it into the air. The man of the match, the scorer of the first goal. So many great stories and great performances. Alexander Isak, a big cheer as he gets his moment with the League Cup. Joelinton kisses the trophy. Black and white ribbons. It's been a long time since we've seen black and white ribbons on a piece of silverware.
bad boy. From the relegation battles to this.
Where are they, Greg? Where are they? Where are they?
The day they made the